What's up, Fandam? What's up, guys? Right now, I am at the Samsung exhibit. You can take a look at the micro RGB tech that they currently have. It's just incredible, the details of color right here. Right here, you can see how much they improved the tech. As now micro RGB uses the micro size RGB backwards and level dimming. So they also have AI engines in it, and it also creates a much more accurate picture. But the real question is, I wonder how much the cost is going to be for something like this. But this is quite a wonderful display. Now let me take you over here real quick because I'm going to show you guys this. As this is conventional LEDs that they have, that they usually do, what you're familiar with. And then of course we moved into mini LED. And then as we go over to micro RGB, as soon as it clears up the crowd, you're going to see how much more smaller the tech really is. Take a look at that. So it actually gives it a much more colorful appearance. Awesome, Stephen Anderson, appreciate it. So let's take a look here. I want to show you guys this. The color is just astonishing when you see this. Got to kind of cut through the crowd here. You can see how wild it is. That is it right there. Try to zoom in right there for you guys. And we'll get a closer look at it. Oh, that's okay. There we go. 130 inches. Take a look at that color. Isn't that amazing? Crazy, right? What's up, Steve? Take a look at that. I haven't seen something so colorful. It's crazy because you're so used to seeing OLED, and you think OLED's colorful. Well, wait till, let me just show you the reds in this. You get to kind of see it in the background right there. And we're gonna walk over there and find out. So let's go over there. All right, we're right here. Take a look at that. It's pretty funny because everyone has like bags, so everyone's fighting for a spot to find a decent display to take a look at. But it's hard to justify just how wonderful the color is on that. The micro LED really does shine. Oh, you got the new 2 terabyte NVMe? Oh, that's awesome. Where'd you end up picking it up at? Now, it gets a bit interesting. Wait till you guys take a look at this. Apparently, Samsung is building TVs also with AI in it as well. So for anyone that is looking for like more of an entertainment type of center, apparently you could even watch sports and take out the commentary. So they're trying to integrate more AI into everything. So not everyone's going to be a big fan of it. Of course, it's going to be more costly when something like that does happen. We're gonna go back here. Take a look at this. Transparent micro LED. Fred Myers. Oh, okay. That's awesome. You ended up picking that up.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Here it is, transparent technology. So they use micro LEDs. So what they do is they expand the light transmission through it to give it this wonderful effect. Let's walk around here. We'll go with the clearest path. $100 less. Absolutely. That's actually a really good deal because it's hard to get a decent NVMe now. And tomorrow we're going to see a lot more of that, a lot more into the PC realm. But this is a good way to certainly start it off with. I'd say the most interesting aspect for everybody in the PC world when it comes to Samsung is more of the display side. I think the display side is something everybody is going to look forward to. Imagine having that hanging up on. Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's a whole lot of us out here. Take a look at this right here, the micro LED. This is the one like with the. Take a look at those bezels right there. It's funny because everyone's like kind of like fighting through in order to capture something. And they have the beauty mirror back here. Let's go back here. Let's go into a more clear area. You know what? Let's go this way. We're gonna go back around this way, guys. Do you think? Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's quite a few here. Right now, today, like for the Samsung's event, it's mostly a lot of media here. So you'll get a mix of media. So you might get you might see some content creators you might also recognize here as well. But again, these are going to be more of the content creators that are focused more on tech side than the PC side. I'm excited for it. Yes, that's what I'm excited for too. Fortunately, they didn't reveal the monitors, but they did unveil the micro RGB displays. So that's definitely a taste of what's going to be on the floor tomorrow. We're going to squeeze through here.
Thank you so much.
And then we're going to walk around because it is wild. And it's pretty crazy. You get everybody from around the world inside CTech.
It's just fun being around everyone. I know, it's like everyone's here.
Let's go here. There we go. Now we can see something. So this is another thing I wanted to show you guys. So believe it or not, you can actually ask it. You can actually ask anything you want. Like you can ask it for a dish, and it will find it in your fridge. We'll try to figure out a new recipe. But that's something that they've been like really pushing here. If LSG sees this, that's how many shots it would have to take. You see, literally AI on every title, practically. So AI sports, AI. Because what they want to do now is they want to integrate like pretty much like AI into everything. So what Samsung has is like, for example, their display, right? If you're watching, say, like some sort of sport, or you're watching some sort of like a movie, and you want to take out like certain commentary, you just tell the AI to take it out, and it will. And it could redefine the sound to give it the sound that you are looking for. So, for example, if you don't like a sports announcer, like if you're watching some sort of soccer game, or if you're watching some sort of basketball game, it can actually remove the announcer that is speaking on that game. Or if you don't like a specific actor, just say, and you can just say, hey, I don't want this actor in this movie. Do you mind cutting out every scene with this actor? It would do something like that. So my question was, do you think that something weird? Oh, really? Yeah, yeah, pretty much Waffle Skater. That's immediately what I thought about. What's up, Ezekiel? Good to see you. Welcome into the stream. It's pretty wild, the tech. So, yeah, let me read your question, Steve. So, Steve asked, my question was, do you think many CEOs will show to take questions about AI? It seems like, I'll tell you what, I feel like a lot of investors and definitely a lot of CEOs are definitely interested in this technology. It's something they've been really trying to push for certain, and it's funny because I remembered something like this like a couple years ago. There was a survey that they actually asked a ton of people just like us that's into tech, and when they talked about AI and if it's going to be the future at the time, I honestly didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal. But now it's gotten to the point where it's practically going to be integrated into everything. So, for example, if anyone is interested in say getting the brand new Samsung TV, so you can actually ask the Samsung TV to find you a recipe. And what it will do with this new fridge, which we'll find out soon, we'll walk together through this RTV together. How's that sound? I'll explain the whole spiel in a bit. But let's take a breath, because I know you guys are probably tired of hearing about all this AI stuff. But take a look at that color. It's amazing. You see how it just pops? It's all thanks to, and you hear my echo? It's all thanks to the micro RGBs that are in that TV. It really defines the color, but yeah, it's quite beautiful. All right, so what's up, Frozen? Good to see you. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go up here, and I'm going to show you this fridge when we run into it. But the point is, you can ask the TV to find you a recipe. Oh, here we go. Here we go, guys. This is exactly what we've been looking for here. Now I gotta whip out my camera. Odysseys, this is what we've been looking for. It is here, guys. So they got the first 6K 3D gaming monitors. There we go. This is what we've been searching for. Okay, let's take a look and see what they have to offer. So this is more of our field, all right, guys? So here is their focus. They got the Samsung gaming hub that they're pushing here, which is awesome. Oh, so it has up to 165 hertz and has NVIDIA G-Sync and AMD FreeSync for anybody that is looking for a larger display. You might as well tell Frozen to come over to YouTube since oh yeah, yeah. Either way, yeah. Frozen can come over to YouTube if he wants. I know that's the only bad thing about going on a phone and doing the stream, but let's see. But the good thing is, take a look at this. It's quite nice. And this is going to be their OLED model here. I know you guys are really curious about this stuff here, the new monitors, their new displays. It's actually pretty insane. I can't wait to take a deeper dive into that, but here we go. This looks like some Fallout. It looks like, let's see, this one is their OLED 48-inch. So imagine gaming on something like this. And let's go over here. Is this one? So what they have here, now only so much you can do with Boca Stream. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of streams this week, guys, just to let you know. So make sure to subscribe and follow when you're in. So what they have, Samsung, is the world's first 6K 3D gaming monitor. And you can actually convert 4K to 6K and even 2D to 3D, as we were talking about. And you can take a look how you can see the how thick that monitor is, but this is actually a 3D display. You don't have to wear any type of 3D glasses or anything in order to game. But actually looks really nice.
I don't know if you guys can tell.
But unless YouTube and Twitch starts doing stereoscopic 3D, then you guys can see it, but it doesn't look too bad. It's pretty decent. Almost kind of gives you that look like almost like a 3DS, but just like a much larger, improved version of it. So is this dual? Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. I certainly will. Yes. 3D AI. I know this one is the, let me see, 32 inches, I guess. Yeah, that one doesn't really give you an indication of it. Yeah. So I'm assuming it's like 32 inches or something. This one over next to it's actually a bit smaller, but it's harder to tell on the camera. But if you guys are curious, this is a 3D stereoscopic monitor and display if you guys are interested in gaming in 3D. But it looks really nice. You usually got to sit like around like about like 6 feet away, like about like 4 to 6 feet away to see the effect. But yes, that would be great to see. And I know here are some displays you guys might be interested in. Take a look at this. The G80HF. Now this is the 4K and 5K resolution monitor here, which I'll show right here. And if you take a look here, they got some cyberpunk thing. And right here is a much more smaller display for guys who are a bit more interested. Let me zoom in. I used a 65. I get it. Looks nice, small. This one's not too bad, especially if you are going to be using it for something like competitive gaming. Now, this is more like of a 27-inch. This is the one that will be at about 5K and at 360 hertz. And here's the Odyssey G80SH. This one's 32 inches, and they got currently Hell Is Us. Now, it has 240 hertz, and it looks like this one's OLED glare free. It has the anti-glare panel, so I'm assuming that is more of a matte panel, from what I am guessing. But it looks really nice actually. It doesn't look too bad, but I believe this one's going to be more of a matte. So if you guys are more interested in something like that, if you're fast enough, there's free RAM. Yes, right there. I think he's talking about this right there. So, excuse me. Here's the G60H. This one's at 600 hertz. Let's zoom in there. And these all managed to get CES awards here. Look at that. 1040 hertz. That's insane. And that's an HD. And it's 600 in QHD. So I don't have... Yeah, that's the thing. You're going to be so limited to what you can actually do gaming-wise. Because I can't imagine... Are those locks? I mean, it doesn't make sense because, like, the thing is, like, when you're in this expo, you're in deep as hell into the Samsung exhibit. So it would be really hard to escape with something like a monitor of, say, this size here. No, but. I think there's some gamers that would appreciate something more like this. And let me see. And then take a look at this, guys. OLED, Gaming Hub. I'd say some of you guys are probably more tuned into something like this. 165 hertz display. Again, this is decent enough, especially for like story games. But yeah. Oh yeah, they're watching. They're all over the place for sure. But this one is the 48-inch. So now they say the new game bar allows you to optimize your gameplay with AI virtual. I bet most people look at this. They got AI virtual aim point. So what does that do? Hopefully that's not a new cheat code there. What GPU can run? I know, isn't that insane? it's really insane. Oh, yeah. But those are the Odyssey monitors. I'll definitely come back around. I'll capture it with the camera for you guys. If you guys have any questions about these displays, feel free to ask. I'll kind of scoot back around and we'll talk about it a bit more. Here goes some movable screens that you guys might be also interested. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock now, like technically for me. I know it's probably late for some of you guys out there. Yeah, it's crazy because it's probably like almost like 12, I would assume. So take a look at this. Now they got something like this. This is what I was talking about, like with the whole AI announcement thing, where you can actually tell it to switch up, say, screens if you wanted to. All right, and then they also have the rollable screens if you guys are more interested in something like this, or you can actually just pop it off. But that's not going to be like really for gaming purposes for anybody. But for those who say are about to go into like a college dorm or something, it would be pretty useful. It wouldn't be a bad idea. It actually charges up. So it uses like a quick connect to charge up the battery and everything. And they do have like a mouse and keyboard that way. So let's go over here, guys. Now these ones are glare free. Now they purposely set the lights this way. These LEDs. So if you notice, it's directly in front of the display. And the reason why they want to do that is so that way they want to give you an example to show you that it's glare free, but technically you could you see a little something there. So let's go back over here. We're going to go over, let's go over the gaming displays one more time, because again, that's definitely a lot more relatable for you guys who are gamers, especially if you see these wonderful displays that they have. I mean, who's going to run a 1,000 hertz display? And if you think I'm kidding, they really do have it here, guys. It's quite impressive. So it's a wireless monitor. I was like kind of pointless if you're yeah, practically it's a wireless monitor. Yeah, no problem, Ryan. I'm glad you're getting to see this. Again, who doesn't love Cyberpunk? Definitely one of my top favorite games here that they have on display. This monitor can do up to 4K and 6K, and it can go even up to 6K to 330 hertz. I think even a RTX 5090 would pretty much struggle on that, especially if you're running it at full path tracing. That would be pretty insane. Run it on psycho mode. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised I don't see the 6.7 here. Right? I know you guys probably don't ever want me to say that again. So, Hell is Us. Take a look. Another stereoscopic display. So this is, again, stereoscopic 3D. It looks pretty crazy when you're looking at it. If I go like this, you guys can kind of see it. It's like almost like that holographic effect. Yeah, I kind of figured. I don't think many people would want to enjoy stereoscopic 3D. I feel like you would go cross-eyed after a while. And here we go, Crimson and Desert, guys. And this one goes 4K to 5K. And this one has 5K at 360 hertz. So, can you imagine that? Now that's definitely, if you guys are complaining that your RTX 5090 isn't really getting pushed, these are the ways to do it. And here we go, Hell is Us. And you guys can take a look here. It's glare free. Okay, and we got 240 hertz. And again, take a look at the connectivity. It's pretty insane. You only get like 98 watts there. It's really not. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah. Let me ask. Do you guys have the pricing on these monitors for
We
yet?
do not have pricing currently.
Oh, okay.
Or release information yet.
Oh, okay. So is this technically
Just
still?
a display.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, yeah, it's really cool, by the way.
People have really been asking for the dual modes.
The dual modes, yeah.
If
That's
you want
been a big
6K
thing.
image,
Right.
that's still running at 165 hertz.
Oh, nice.
We can drop that down to 3K and
Right.
bump up the refresh rate to 330 on the 32-inch
Nice.
6K monitor.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
The 27 to the right,
Right.
that's a 5K monitor running at 180 hertz.
Okay.
Or we can switch it to 3K running at 360 hertz.
Insane. That's insane. So what's running on the systems right now? Are they like 5090s running on it? Like
5080s.
5080s. And okay. And is it with I'm assuming with is it with what's it called? DLSS4 and everything on?
The actual specs of the computers that are running them, they did not tell us that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a bit curious.
Out of the engineers, we did get that they're all running 5080s.
Okay, so they're all running 5080s. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
So you heard that, guys? So all these systems are actually running on 5080s. So the only real question is, I wonder what the pricing would be like once they release something like this. So again, you have very decent displays. This one again is going to be more of a standard, which is the 240 hertz. I think definitely a lot of guys would be interested in both the Odyssey G80HF. But the thing is, 7,090 for 7,090 bucks. I just saw that. Oh, that's hilarious. I wouldn't be surprised because what would they say? They're going to market due to market conditions, right, guys? Sounds like you could be running with a 5080. Yeah, not a bad plan. Hey, my TV is 4K OLED, 120. Oh, yeah. I mean, exactly. Most people will be happy with that. But again, they're pushing it much further. Like when it comes to their TVs. Unfortunately, they said they don't have, again, release dates or they don't have pricing for anything. Oh, they got Doom Dark Ages on here. You know, the funny thing is, what's interesting is, for me, it kind of has like more of a bluish tint than the actual. Isn't it usually black? I'm not too sure about that. That's a bit interesting there. But that's it right there. It runs up to 165 hertz. And this is going to be pretty much like a standard display there. Would you actually see the difference from... you would see it. You would certainly see it, especially if you are a competitive gamer. If you are a competitive gamer that plays FPS games, you would certainly see it. But if you're playing games like more on story mode, it wouldn't really matter, to be honest, at that point. 2K, yes, 2K TV, and then let alone, just imagine how expensive that mini RGB TV is, and especially if they push like a high refresh rate monitor, like that has mini RGB would be insane. So there we go. Hopefully I don't get hit with YouTube's copyright system for this music for some weird reason. So I gotta hurry up and pass this. So let me run by this before and keep talking over this. Otherwise I'll get some BS with YouTube again. So anyway, let me go over here. So they do have like spatial signage. That's pretty funny. Again, the transparent glass is pretty dope. Yes, they have 5K OLED monitors. Most TVs are 4K. Yeah, that's what they usually are. But here at the at this expo, they do have some. They have some on display, which go up to 165 hertz. That is 4K. Or do you guys prefer to game on something like this, where it's like transparent glass, guys? There you go. Isn't that crazy looking? Pretty wild, right? And here, and this is what I was saying here, guys, real quick. So let's go over here to the food manager. So like you see like how they got like the different like foods and everything in there. So what it would do is it would actually pick up the different foods that you have, right? Like for example, if you have blueberries, right, that they show, or if they show like you have some flour or whatever, It would collect the data that you have, whatever you shopped for, and then it would figure out different recipes for you. So it would list a bunch of different recipes that you can make with with the food that you currently have. So if you had, like, say 37 items, it would have a combination of different foods and try to figure out a recipe for you. But that is one idea that Samsung currently does have with their tech, which is definitely interesting for anybody who wants to experiment different recipes. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Waffle Skater. So how much do you think something like that would be? There you go. So it will look something like this. Here you go. Here's the wine cooler it would tell you the exact temperature, especially for you guys that are into something like wine. So if you like it at 13 degrees Celsius, there you go. You can set it. No one needs it. Well, you know what's funny? The Samsung argument here is that everything has to have cameras, because you need to be able to see in order to do the things that you need to do at home. And that's how they make the logical sense of needing the cameras and everything now. Are you going to be at the NVIDIA? I'm going to be at Intel's. NVIDIA, to be honest, I think that's going to honestly be a waste of time, because they're not going to show anything GeForce wise. Because if you guys are looking for GeForce, they're not going to show it. But for LLMs and everything, that's what they're going to be more focused on, something like that, more AI stuff. So if you guys want to see something like that, they will have it. I keep my apartment. There you go. I would be. Yeah. I wonder what it would detect it as, the AI, at that point. I can't get over the beauty of this color here. Like on this wall, take a look at that. That's micro RGB, guys. Like, hopefully you guys can see like how vibrant that is. It's like, for some reason they keep getting more and more vibrant when it comes to these displays. And you think OLED is it, like that's like vibrant as it gets, and they find a way to somehow make it even more colorful. Oh, show you? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll show myself. I want to, but the thing is, it's the crazy thing is it won't let me. It won't let me show myself. I can show myself, but it only lets me use one camera at a time for some reason on this stream. Even though it has that feature, it won't let me. 20K. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful TV. So for you guys who are interested in, let's say, the companion, right? You can see that it's quite the crowd here. And this is going to be definitely all the phone enthusiasts, because of the trifold. Guys who want that trifold. And apparently Samsung had shorted them the RAM, unfortunately, when it comes to it. The sad thing is, it might be a joke, but that's probably, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure it's more than 20K, to be honest. That was a large display. I would imagine it would be a lot more than that, to be honest. It's probably, I would say, if I were to guess, it would probably be a lot closer to more like, I would say like probably like closer to 40. Yeah, it should be, because I mean they do have it here. But that's it right there, guys. Let me try to get a good image of it here. Take a look at that, like 3 stacks. Right there, guys. So if you guys want a foldable phone, you see, take a look at that. Look at that action right there. Just hope you got enough. You're waiting for the so you're waiting for the octafold to drop. Dead zone. Oh, am I in a dead zone? Let me double check here, guys. No, it seems to be good. It seems to be good. Oh, let me step out of here then. Oh, yeah. You guys called it. I will step out of there. Yes. You know, it was a bit of a... You guys are correct. It is a bit of a dead zone there. And that's all because of the... Hopefully the signal catches up. There we go. Yeah, I had to step away because you know what happens? Like if you go over to an area where there's a lot of people using phones or there's other people streaming, then it will cause an issue when it comes to the stream. Apart from LG and Samsung presentation has a no, that's it because it's Sunday. Sunday is like the early presentation for everything. So unfortunately, nothing else has been quite shown yet. But I'll make sure to capture everything on my camera, especially the displays, because I know you guys would love to see that. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get into a clear area. I'm trying to get to the AI area because I know there's going to be less people interested in it. How's that sound? There we go. Let's run by the displays area. And look, actually, there goes the monitors. Oh yeah, I was afraid I might have been missing stuff. No, yeah. The most you have missed was the wonderful monitors that we hope that they do end up releasing. Now again, I'll run by it for you guys who haven't seen it real quick again. Like for guys who wants to see some type of 3D stereoscopic monitor, they do have two on display over here, and it looks amazing. But it's hard to say like if anybody's going to actually go ahead and get a monitor such as this. But again, these don't have prices or they don't have any release dates, unfortunately, not yet at least, because it's UK time in 5 a.m. off work. Oh, really? I'll probably be probably for like another 30 minutes or so, because I really want to get this, guys, for you on camera. That way I can, so you can see a little bit more detail. Oh, that's okay, Waffle. I know it's late for you. A lot of you guys out there, for you East Coasters, and really early in the morning for you guys over in Europe. But yeah, it's been quite an amazing display. Again, 165 hertz display here, if anyone is looking for a large display. Yes. Does it support HDMI? It supports 165 hertz. So it has to, I would assume it would have to have HDMI 2.2 at that point. Honestly, you could go off of HDMI 2.1 and still be able to produce it. Play Cyberpunk. You know what? They do have it. They do have it. They have it actually set up right here, Cyberpunk. And it looks like it's starting to clear up in a bit. There you go. Dude in Dubai. There you go. Phantom Liberty. And this is the monitor, 6K at 330 hertz, guys. Just about to give it a shot there. There you go. So you guys can, it's probably hard to see the difference in it. Looking pretty smooth, right? Again, this is one of the dual monitors here, 6K at 165 hertz, and then you got 3K at 330 hertz. And this is also, I got you. He got tight in. Right here. So this is 4K and 5K, also dual resolution type of monitor. Now this one has 5K at 180 hertz and 360 hertz at 5K. At 5K it's 180 hertz, and at 4K it's 360 hertz. So it does have quite a bit of power, and apparently these are all just running 5080s. Yeah. Now we got to tell them. That's how they always do it. They have to one-up each other every time. They always gotta one-up each other. And this one's a bit more of a standard monitor, where it's glare-free, cutting-edge tech, as you can actually use it, the USB-C, for gaming, which is something we've seen with the Zeus before. Yeah, it costs. It probably is less than 64 gigabytes of RAM currently. And it does have the OLED safeguard, so it uses dynamic cooling system. Now let's take a look at the back of it, because we didn't really look at the back of the display, right guys? So the new, yeah, the currency, this is how the back looks. So it makes you a bit curious. That's going to be their heatsink. And then it's pretty similar, like when it comes to this one. Heatsink has, let me see, it looks like as HDMI 2.1? Almost looks like a 3, right? But 2.2. It looks like HDMI 2.2. And it also has a display port, but it doesn't tell you the version number. It has a service USB port. Now this is a bit more clear for you guys out there. So this has HDMI has two HDMIs, display port, USB, USB-C, USB. Hey Chad, check out your local store for, yeah, I'm glad you shared it. Yeah, it really does. It doesn't look bad at all. Like, it has a decent heatsink on there. Yeah, the specifications, right? So that's what I asked for, but they only gave me limited specs, which is it definitely runs off of a RTX 5080, guys. So it does run on a RTX 5080, these systems. I'm surprised, because I would think they would run on something like RTX 5090, running at 4K to 5K, even 6K, which is really insane for a monitor. So, but you do have the options here, guys. You do have the option of getting the stereoscopic 3D, which is technically 6K, which is right here. We're the world's first 6K 3D gaming monitor, right? Yeah, pretty much. Or if anybody has 64 gigabytes of RAM, then you can make this purchase. If you have 64 gigabytes of RAM, you can make the purchase, guys. That's what can happen. I was lucky to build my current PC too. Even they could. I know. Yeah, I wonder if they tried to, if that was the case, like if they found out that it was Samsung and they were like, oh, let's charge them our 50% price increase now. When Ernesto, purchase Laugh LG skill. No, you know what happened? It'd be even worse if they bought it from like AliExpress, or if they bought it from Temu. Well, it would be pretty funny to see them at CES. Yeah, but building is a hobby of mine. I am building a computer to play games 10 years. Yeah, no, I get it. That really takes away from everything. I'm really upset about that, and I want more people to get into PC gaming. But if this continues to happen, it's going to cause problems for people wanting to build like a brand new PC. And for you guys, if you guys are curious, let me go back over here. Let me see, go back around. I think this exhibition will be open till, what time is it, guys? Let me see. It's funny because my watch thinks I'm working out because I'm walking around so much. No, I honestly, no, I'm surprised I haven't. But then again, I don't think there's a lot of the people in the field that we like, in the PC field, aren't really into seeing Samsung's reveal, because they probably feel like they weren't going to reveal what they were looking for. But sometimes you find these nice surprises here, especially something like this. But I'm pretty sure tomorrow that we're going to run into some people that we will recognize for sure. I know that for certain because tomorrow, make sure you guys are prepared, especially for you members out there. Just to let you guys know, the Gigabyte will be having their press conference tomorrow. So they're going to have their big unveil tomorrow. But yeah, this is a mini RGB TV, guys. 4 graphics. Oh, really? Trade you ran. What time are you going? It all depends. It's going to be around probably. I will let you guys know. I will definitely update you guys with Discord, and I will update you guys also on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, 130 inches. Yeah. So how much do you think something like this is? Like the latest, greatest tech, which is micro RGB at 130 inches. Again, you can just see how like colorful it is. And probably, I would imagine on the stream it probably looks saturated. AMD will be tomorrow. Intel press will also, I gotta look up Intel's press. But I know AMD for sure is tomorrow because I have their keynote already saved. Theirs is gonna be at 6:30. 1200, at 1200. This is what you call 64 gigabytes of RAM right here. At 64 gigabytes of RAM right there. So let's go over here. Yeah. So last micro RGB was 115 inches, maybe 30K. So yeah. For it's got to be at least at the minimum. But if you guys are curious about like the details of it, like how it looks, this is conventional LED, right? And then you look over at the standard mini LED, and then that is micro RGB, kind of similar to what you're familiar with when it comes to OLED, but again, it's RGB strips. But take a look, you can see how it reflects it. This is a much more detailed view of it. Now, that's more of standard, that is standard LED. And then you can see how much better the light reflects off of something like this. And then take a look at how well it reflects off of that. Isn't that pretty crazy? And here's a much more detailed view of it when it comes to the tech. So that's what causes much more crisper and much more colorful displays. There you go. And there's one micro RGB display that's actually right behind them too. I got to be like really careful where I walk because I can't have the walk over by the audio side. I appreciate it, Steve. I saw it. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. We are definitely growing in members. You guys will definitely be the first to see. I tried to update you guys like immediately once I saw this, the whole micro RGB. And the transparent. I think I recognize him, but I forget who he is. Does anyone in chat recognize him? This guy here. If you do, let me know. But transparent, micro LED. I like that cat there. This would be pretty dope to have, though. Like, imagine having this like at like a coffee table or something. Even like if you had it like displayed like in your gaming room, just imagine how sick that would look. And then you can even have something like this. There you go. Look at that. I know, wouldn't that be dope? Like, you wouldn't even have to really get, like, say if you wanted your windows like blacked out. It's just like what you always dreamed of. Just like you could say, black out my windows, and it would just black it out. And I can't imagine how much this would be. What's up, Perdobo? Welcome in. We're just taking a look at some micro LEDs. Again, this is some new tech here too. But you know what's really interesting about this? Take a look at the side of the bezels here. Most of it is like demos. A lot of these are just demos. They don't have like a real price, like when it comes to this. So this is everyone's. It's, you know what's funny? That's probably the last thing that they're gonna display out here. If they did, it would be like they would definitely have armed guards around it. I would love to get some RAM. The RAM, you know, I would love to show you guys a bit more of that trifold over there, but as you know, the stream will get pretty bad if I go over there. It'll start pixelating and everything, which we don't want to do. But a lot of people are very interested in creating their own recipes when it comes to their fridge. So if you guys don't know, everyone that's just coming into the stream, just to let you guys know that they are coming out with a fridge, right? You're probably seeing all this food, and I'm sure the chat will explain it to you too. You could actually, say you pick up like 37 items, we'll use that same number. You pick up 37 items at the store, and you put it into your fridge, right? So it has cameras inside of your fridge, so it scans the food that you purchased. So whatever food that you purchased, then it will figure out the 37 items, different recipes for them. So, so Simon, I'll but also be back in an hour because I have something to do. Unfortunately, not. I don't think the exhibit will stay open that long because I definitely got to capture. I'm gonna try to stay as long as I can, of course, so I can share with you guys. RAM prices still bad. Samsung, yeah, it really is that bad. They have their phone right here. See, I'm gonna try to sneak by. Maybe I'll step over here, away from the crowd here, if you guys can see. I'm taking a bit of a risk here because I will drop signal if I go any closer. I wish LSG was in here too, because he told me that I can take a drone. If I took a shot for everything that I saw AI, I would be freaking hammered right now. I would be hammered right now. Because I know you guys are looking for something like this, right? You guys are looking for AI washers. And there you go. If you guys want AI washers, here they go. And even AI VRT, it gets better. I'll tell you that. I'll show you real quick. So I'm gonna walk over here. It's pretty funny because considering they pretty much slap the label and everything that's AI now. But practically when they mean AI, like pretty much like their own ecosystem, the way that Samsung describes it. So what happens is all your products, all your Samsung products will sync together. I did share it a bit earlier. Did you get to see it, Simon? The gaming displays, they did have them. It had a 4K and even a 6K display where it's 3D stereoscopic. So you don't need to wear 3D glasses in order to play in 3D. I know. You know what's funny? I like what Waffle Skater said. Because Waffle Skater said that we do have things called a recipe book. Which is true. We do have a recipe book. You can look up recipes. But yeah, it is pretty wild. It'll actually figure out different recipes for the items that you currently have in your fridge. So you don't have to go through the whole research of figuring out what to put together. So again, they got the whole AI sports, right? Where you can take out the commentator if you would like. And then they have AI sound. So if you want a very specific sound, then AI picture, there you go. Like you guys asked for all AI stuff. AI, there you go, AI accessibility. And the Vision AI companion. Hey, how you doing? And there you go, you can ask a question such as this. So you can actually talk to it and be like, hey, why do people love WWE so much? Yes, I will. I certainly will. I just got to figure out. I don't know if LG did their thing already. It seems that somebody mentioned it. But I'll still stop by their stand. If I did miss their keynote, then I will definitely catch their CES display. AI emojis. That's good. That's already a thing, I think. I think they already came out with something like that. But here's the displays. This was actually a nice, decent surprise. Again, they have like the 4K to 5K, even 6K displays. And that's how they look like, right there. And Odyssey 3D. This is all the 3D displays here. Again, it goes to 2D to 3D. So if you guys are familiar with like a 3DS, it's kind of like a similar effect. But it's a much more higher resolution effect. Yes. Yeah, unfortunately, that means I missed it. But it's not a big deal because we can catch their exhibit. LG will have their large exhibit too. We can definitely catch. And, of course, for those who are into dual monitors, they do have them too. They have this is the 4K and 5K. And the other one next to it is actually 5K to 6K. And they're apparently running all on 5080s. Well, I'll be honest, I'm only waiting for ASUS CES. I think that's the only one that will gain pretty interesting when it comes to monitors. That's awesome. We will definitely go to ASUS. I have a planned booking with them this upcoming Tuesday. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And I will have an announcement once I do have the meeting with them. Basically, they relaunched the LG wallpaper thin TV with separate wireless internals. The C6 and G6 are now way brighter. Now, oh wow, that's a large increase in brightness there. A super large increase in brightness. So if anyone wants like movable TVs, you could do that. You can actually have movable TVs, which is pretty wild. Anybody wants a large 165 hertz display, they do have that as well. It seems that somebody has stopped playing it, but it has up to 165 hertz on a larger display. This is like about, I would say, probably 75, maybe a bit bigger. Maybe it's like 75 to 85 inches there. I hear that ASUS ROG X879, I'm assuming the X870E Extreme Glacial motherboard. Oh, really? That'll be awesome. ASUS monitor, same reason. Oh, I hear a lot of ASUS out there. Is everyone wanting to see a lot more of ASUS's display? Let me know. We will see ASUS, and we will see Gigabyte for sure. I know MSI we will also see, but of course on the MSI side, I haven't really heard anything too crazy on the monitor side or display side for them. But yeah, ASUS we will definitely go see on Tuesday, and we will be asking plenty of questions, especially when it comes to their displays and their motherboards, because I know everybody is going to be interested in that for sure. Also, and MSI also has their monitor. Oh, really? Oh, well. You know what, though? I am interested in MSI's RTX 5090 Lightning. They are supposed to come out with that too. So as soon as we get with MSI, more than likely we'll go to MSI coming up on maybe Wednesday. Probably Wednesday, I would think. When we go to MSI on Wednesday, we will see it. Yes! Today is the big Samsung display. And you know what? I'll just show it to you again. Takuma, since you got to miss it. But real quick, I'll explain it to you guys. Computex has the good stuff. Yeah, they do. So, well, don't worry. Just review the video again because I'll show it there. I'm going to end up recording all this stuff anyway onto the camera for a much better quality video for you guys. Yeah, pretty much. It seems like it. They wanted to pretty much control every aspect that is in our life now. Do you know the hour? Previous question. Let me see. Let me look for you. There we go. Do you know? Oh, do you know the hour? Yes. I will, as soon as I pull it, I will double check. I think it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's around 10 o'clock. I think it's 10 o'clock Pacific time. Pacific Standard Time it will be on Tuesday. Yeah, it'll be Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday. Thank you guys. And for everyone who just came in and missed the whole live, I hope you guys come back. Definitely check it out. I will be also taking a nice 4K video of this stuff because I know you guys are definitely interested in seeing it. So I will definitely record this whole section. I don't think anybody wants a 4K video of the AI fridge, I would assume. If you do, let me know. I will go over there to do a 4K video of it for you guys. But thank you guys so much for coming into this stream. There's going to be plenty more, and it's probably going to be pretty random, except for the ones that I will let you guys know. I try to let you guys know quick as I can when I go ahead and do this, because sometimes the thing about planning appointments will be like thrown under embargo, and we can't stream until like after we get briefed. So thank you guys for all coming into the stream, and we will go ahead and take a video of this in nice 4K resolution for you guys to check out. And make sure you guys join the roundtable for a first look. We will be going to Gigabyte's exhibition tomorrow. And also just make sure to hit the subscribe and follow button. Tomorrow will be Gigabyte. We will be going to Gigabyte tomorrow. Yes. We will be going Gigabyte tomorrow. MSI will probably end up going on Wednesday. So, yeah, thank you guys all for coming in so much. And thank you, and see you tomorrow.